Maybe it's the way you say my name. Maybe it's the way you play your game. But it's all.
Hi everyone, hola a todos. Welcome to this channel, and it's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Daniel Silva, and here I like to talk about habits, great habits for our lives, to make our lives better to our family, the people we love, and this planet that we live in, so we can stay connected with nature and our minds and everyone around us. And in this video, I want to talk about how we can stay connected with ourselves and our partners, how to maintain the connection and quality of time in a way that's minimalistic and frugal. It doesn't cost you any money, but builds that routine in which there is always space for connection between you and your partner. And the way I divided this is to talk about ideas for activities outdoors, activities indoors, and in the bedroom, in ways that we can stay connected and bring the joy to ourselves routinely, always with that consistency. And you can do this every week. You can find different ideas from each one of these areas throughout the week, so you can spend a lot of time connecting with each other throughout the entire month, many months to come, years to come, in decades, so you can continue that relationship for years to come. The ideas that I have here will apply for anyone, anywhere in the world, with a lot of money, with little money, it doesn't matter. Relationship means spending time with each other. And anyone in this world who loves someone can do any of these ideas I have for you right now. So let's start with our ideas for the outdoors. The first one is walking together outside. It doesn't matter how your neighborhood looks, where you are in life, if you live in a rural area, se você mora na roça, if you live in the urban area, if you can walk in the street, na sua rua ali perto de casa, it doesn't matter. What it matters is that you get outside together and go and walk. That is a great activity for yourself, to connect with yourself and your body, your partner. You're moving your body is good for the body and the mind, and allows that time for conversation. You can realize that once you get out. My wife and I, we just realized that we love going outside on walks and just talk to one another. And that's something that we do every week, once, twice a week, and that is already something that helps us stay connected. Second is picnics. Picnics is great. You can prepare a meal very simple, a sandwich, pizza, arroz e feijão, it doesn't matter. Just bring it outside with a blanket and sit down on the grass, on your sidewalk, in a park near you. Just be creative, get outside of your house and have the moment to just sit down and talk and connect with yourself, with nature. You're gonna find that being outside with nature brings a sense of calmness and allows that space for intimacy, that you can talk with one another in a different way. Any person anywhere in this world would enjoy it, watching the sunrise and watching the sunset. It's just a beautiful time of the day. If you have a place near you, you can be creative and find a spot that you can just sit down and watch the sunrise together. Wake up early on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning, the sunset in the afternoon. It can be after work on a Wednesday or Thursday, it don't matter. Just find that spot that you can see the sunrise or the sunset and bring your partner with you and just have that moment together.
Mesmo conceito para ver a luz da lua e as estrelas.
Do a campfire. Campfire is something that you can do, just gather some wood, and can be in your backyard, in the street if allowed. Like back in Brazil, it's common during the June festivities, St. June's festivities, festas juninas. Tem fogueira o tempo todo, there's campfires everywhere, and just lovely time. But you don't have to do it only that time of the year. You can do any day, any time of the year, as long as you have wood and space, just do it. It's just a different experience. You just snuggle together by the fire and just talk, have a drink if you want to, and that's just a different way to be outside and have that quality time together. It doesn't really have to cost you any money either, so just enjoy it. It's for indoors, inside of your home, and the first one is very crucial. I don't think a lot of people think about it, but it's so important to find time to have meals together at a table. Not sitting on the couch watching anything, just sit down, have a meal together, and let's talk. Let's talk about the day. Let's talk about how we're feeling, over dinner, over breakfast. Just sit down at that table together, and build a routine to always make it happen. And if for some reason you don't have the time, or you don't find time some days, you're going to incorporate the meal time in different moments of the day. It doesn't have to be a whole meal, it can be tea time. Tea time is, my wife and I, we love tea, so we have different flavors of tea in the house. So what we do is we bake a cake, for example, and have tea together. It can be any time of the day, like late at night, right before going to sleep, or early in the morning. It doesn't matter. You can sit at a coffee table, you can sit on the balcony, you can sit at the table. Just have the time to have a meal together throughout the week. It can be at least twice a week or 3 times a week. Make sure you always, having a meal together. Just at that time to just pause, have no interference, no cell phones, nothing at the table. Just sit down with one another and talk. Okay? Let's try to do that more often. Cooking together is a great activity. It doesn't have to cost any money. It can be something simple. You can make bread, pizza, lasagna, bake a cake. Because sometimes we don't really get to do that together. Like a lot of times, let's say there's a couple, a man and a woman. The woman most times she cooks more often than the man. Like at least in our relationships like that. But I also love to cook, and we sometimes we just cook together and just come up with something crazy like sushi, taco night. It's just something to do. It's a different activity. Just have that craziness of like cooking together. It can be quick. It can be long. It can be planned out really well, but it doesn't have to cost money. And then you get to enjoy the meal later together, which is very nice. Very, very nice. I love it. What you can do is play games like cards. Doesn't really cost so much money. You can have Uno cards or regular cards. Play 21, or you can play Uno or category, writing on whatever paper you have. Just a bunch of ideas on the internet that you can play games. And why I'm mentioning this, it's just different ways to not do things that involves technology, like watching a movie. Everybody can do that, but again, that sometimes takes away the opportunity to talk. And we want to talk. We want to have connection, intimacy. So sometimes that takes away from you. Same thing with video games. Not everybody have video games, but if you do, it's great to do that together every now and then. But it doesn't allow space for intimacy and connection, to talk. You know what I mean? So you want things that takes you away from technology and brings you just that moment together. In nothing else, not much else. Just you and that person, and talk and connect that way. Hobbies that you can do inside together. For example, here we like to do paint night. So we have little sets of paint, and if you don't have them, you can buy them for very cheap, and you keep it just like a painting kit, for example, that you can paint like painting paper. You can do a drawing night. You can paint rocks. You can paint canvas if you have them around. It's just ideas to be creative and be together in the moment, and not stay on devices, but actually enjoy each other's company. You can have a wine with you, do a sipping paint, that's how we call it here. Have a sip of wine, and you painting, just enjoy each other's company that way. What you guys can do in the bedroom to bring the level of intimacy that we all crave, that we all want for our lives. And it doesn't always have to go to sex, right? We all know we are a couple, we have sex, great. But what else can we do to bring the intimacy that doesn't necessarily involve sex? And these are the ideas I have for you. And it starts with taking showers together. Taking shower in a way that you're just there holding each other, enjoying each other's company. It doesn't have to go to sex, but you get to just be intimate and have somebody take care of you in a very intimate way. You will be surprised how much we crave that and we need that, and we don't always have it without the intention of always going to sex. So sometimes you just need someone to be there with you and enjoy the moment together. And that goes to the next idea, which is moisturize each other's skin, moisturize each other's body. Again, it doesn't have to go to something too like rowdy. It doesn't have to get into sex. Just enjoy that someone taking care of your skin, and you can do the same for your partner. We love to do the hair scalp massage, just like put some oil in your hair and massage your hair. Something that we all like, but we don't really get the time to do it as often. We all love massages, right? We talk about massages as a couple, something that's supposed to happen all the time, but sometimes it doesn't really happen. Why? Because it's tiresome. You give a whole body massage to someone, to your partner, and then your partner does the same for you. Of course, that can happen, but it doesn't happen as often for the reason because it can be tiresome, right? So you can do massages, but maybe you can do just one part of the body. For example, like this week we can do each other's foot massage. In the way, you don't need to do the entire body and be too much time, but it can be a small amount of time and effort, and each other can get massages. It can be something very intimate. You can do back massage only or leg massage, and you can choose and just bring that massage into the routine. Then like you can think about when was the last time that you had a massage with your partner. Maybe it was like 5 months ago, 1 year ago. You know what I mean? So if you bring these massages in small amounts, you can have it more often and build into your routine as well. Most important message I want to share with you is the reflection, the daily reflection with your partner. My wife and I, years ago, we had this idea of before going to sleep, we ask each other, what was the best part of your day? And that is such an incredible, simple reflection that just takes you back to your day, and you can share with your partner. Like, we are both away throughout the day at work, and then in the evening we get together, we do something together, of course. But right before going to bed, we ask each other the question, and it's just nice for ourselves to think about our day, and for ourselves, and then share that with our partner who cares about us and how we feel. So that's great. We do that every night, and I love it. I love that we do that. And you can always ask as well is, what are you looking forward to do tomorrow? What are you excited about, about tomorrow? I don't know, it just sets the tone of how I'm going to sleep, how I want to have a good night of sleep so I can feel prepared and enjoy my next day, what I'm looking forward to. So yes, that's one of the most important things I want to share with you, because I don't know if anyone heard about it, but it's something that I love about that we do in our relationship. Like, this is all the ideas that I have for you in this moment. Maybe you already do a lot of them. If you do, share them in the comments so other people in this community can also learn. And if you learned something from this video, give a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoy. Let me know ideas that you want to hear from me for next videos to come. So I really appreciate you here, and I hope you will learn something. And again, it's about being frugal, minimalist, and enjoying the present moment. Enjoy the love from your partner. That matters a lot. And none of these things require you to have a lot of material stuff. Like, you don't have to have money to build a very strong and long-lasting relationship with a partner. All you need is love, effort, and time to build that routine that you can stay connected with one another for many decades. Thank you so much, and good luck. See you next time.